What is going on, everybody? Hope you are doing amazing. Happy Friday. So this one's a little different. I'm not gonna lie. I'm working on a new video on a thank you page for a new funnel, and I thought, why not share with my audience kind of how I record my videos and kind of quickly edit them up and everything. And again, maybe it'll help you out. Maybe it's something that you can use. Now, I will say there's usually two primary types of videos that I do. One is here in the office with my fixed camera, the Canon and everything. And then the other one is outside. I record it on my phone, so it's much more natural. It's less quote unquote rehearsed, it's less professional, what have you. And I find those tend to connect, and I just to change it up, right? And so what I wanted to share with you is how I record and how I do that, especially the ones that are out on my phone that I do outdoors. So let me actually hop over and let me share my screen, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through. There we go. I'm just going to walk you through what I use essentially. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, nothing to sell or anything like that. Just was in the middle of doing it and thought I would hop on and do a quick live and share. So this is a program, a software. It's called Big View. I really enjoy it. It's got the desktop and the app on your phone. But basically what you do is you come in here and you can create a script. Let me mute. I don't know if you guys can hear the Facebook notifications, but let me just mute that. So you can come in here and you can create your script. So a lot of times what I will do, just to be totally transparent with my entire process. So actually, let me hop back here to the full screen. So a lot of times what I will do is actually on my phone, I just use the voice memo. And so if I'm out walking the dog, I'll just essentially record what I want the script to say. There'll be a lot of ums, ands, I'll throw the tennis ball, there'll be distractions, things like that, but I just want to get it recorded. I want to get it down. I want something that I can then use. So then I export from my phone the audio and I bring it into here. So if I actually go back, I don't know. Okay, so here was, I think this was my initial one, I believe. It had a lot of ums, ands, and so then I just go in, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to actually click on. Oh, there we go. So then I just go in and I clean up the script and everything. And then I'll go back outside, typically that afternoon or the next day or what have you. And on my app, what I'll do is I'll hit read and record. And so what that looks like is you can, actually, I'm not sharing my screen. So that would, let me go back here real quick. Okay, there we go. So I use Big View. Again, you can then edit the script. It also has an app on the phone. And then you can just do read and record, and it literally will you look at the camera, and of course on the phone, it scrolls and everything, and it records. So and you can adjust the speed and all of that. So it's a great way to keep you on track. I don't read it word for word, but I certainly look at it and kind of use it as an outline, as a template, as a guide, what have you. All right, so I do that. Then I export the video, and you'll notice,
hey,
here.
Michael Kittinger here. Thank you for downloading the checklist of my top 10 ways to ethically leverage other people's.
So I don't know if you can hear the computer, the sound coming from the computer, but there's a lot of outdoor noise. There's cars driving by, and I'm also, it's shaky. I'm using a little whatever thing, but it's not really stabilizing the image. So it's pretty shaky, and you can hear how
thanks.
How loud it is. I think you should be able to hear it. But anyway, so it's noisy, and it's shaky. Okay, but that's okay. That's okay. So then I export the video. Then the next step, let me just make sure I'm still sharing my screen. Okay, so then the next step that I do is I actually use iMovie. It comes with the Mac. There's probably PC alternative or what have you. So this was the shaky video, right? And I literally just bring it in here, and I just drop it down into the timeline, and then right up here you have stabilize shaky video. So this goes through and it turns it in from a pretty shaky video to one that you can
in the next 3 to 5 minutes. If you don't see it, check your spam, your newsletter, your promotions tab, whatever. It's in there somewhere.
Drastically different, right? So now it's a lot smoother. And so then the next thing I do is I then export it out of iMovie. And again, it may seem like there's a lot of steps. It really only takes a couple minutes. So then I export it out of iMovie, and I use Dscript. Now, I absolutely love Dscript. Anyways, if you're not using it, I used to use ScreenFlow and Camtasia and different things to edit the videos, and now I just use Dscript. It's absolutely amazing. If you're not using it, I highly recommend it. And so let me just show you this real quick. What did I name this? So what I do is I just bring it in here. Dscript is amazing. It's like the simplest video editing software and all of that. Let me see. And I will actually show you. So you just bring it in, and it will automatically transcribe it. So this is the already stabilized video. So it'll go through, it'll transcribe it, and then what's cool is like it's literally like if you can edit a Word document, a Google document, what have you, you can come in and edit. It's also got really cool tools like right up here. You can shorten word gaps. So if there's long pauses, you can make any long pause, shorten it automatically. You can remove filler words automatically. So it'll go through and it'll remove any ums, or words you repeat, things like that. So I'm not going to do it necessarily, but so here's all the ums, uhs that I did, and I could just hit apply to all, and it would just delete all those and clean that up. Likewise, I could do shorten word gaps, and so here there's only one, and it would shorten it to 0.75 seconds, so anything longer than a second. So this is Dscript. The one of the things that I use this for now, besides just editing and everything else, is there's really two primary things. So I use iMovie to stabilize it. I've requested to Dscript and their developers to actually build in a stabilizer within it, but it hasn't come out yet. So what I do in Dscript then, let me make sure I'm showing Dscript. Okay. So what I do in Dscript then is there's really two things. there's a lot. I mean, I can do edits and all that and add images and overlays and everything. But the two main things is I'll come here and do add effect, and I go to audio repair and studio sound. And this basically just eliminates all the background noise. So the truck driving by, their cars, my office is close to a road. So all that background noise and everything, it basically eliminates it, and it's awesome. So that is one of the things I do. So that is done. So now it's already, if we listen to it, it's going to,
For downloading the checklist,
it's silent.
Top
Like
10 ways
you literally can't hear anything in the background. It's so cool. So that's definitely one thing I do. And then the other thing, of course, now let me. Oh, why can I not find it? Talk about being right on the spot. Ah, there it is. No, fancy captions. There we go. So now what it is it's going to show the captions and everything, and you can go through and change the look, change the everything about them. So if I come here and regular dynamic. Oh, here. So that's the fill. Where is background? So if I want to put this in like our branding colors, I just do that. And so there you go. Now I have a
Motions tab, whatever, it's in there somewhere.
A smooth video
find it
with no background noise and captions. And yeah, it's awesome. And so again, it took me a second just going through it, but it literally only takes me less than 5 minutes, and now I've gotten from a shaky video with a lot of background noise to an extremely smooth video with virtually no background or noise or distractions and captions, and it took me just a couple minutes. Obviously it took longer explaining it and doing all this, but yeah, so that's 100% how I do most of my videos. And then you just go share and you can export it, and I export this. So it's windy here and everything, and again, this just took out all the wind, the cars. There's a grocery store behind my office, so there's trucks and stuff. But this is how I do it. So the main softwares I use are, and let me just put final. So again, the main softwares I use, BigView is the kind of teleprompter, which is awesome. I use it all the time. It's got the phone and the desktop app. So I use that. I use iMovie for the stabilization. And then I use Dscript to go through and actually I should have cleaned up the transcript here a little bit. But that's okay. I'll do that. So anyways, but all that, and you have a smooth video with no background noise, captions, and it's yeah, it works really well. It's awesome. And if you're wondering how I do a lot of my videos, there you go. So hope you found this beneficial. If not, well, that's fine too. Not going to stop me from keep creating content and posting stuff. But yeah, that is. And then I record. I guess I should have said this, like Ecamm. I use Ecamm, which is for the Mac, and then so it's also got the interview mode. So I do like my podcast interviews and stuff like that. I just flip that on. It gives you a link so people can hop on. And then I just set up a nice interview. So I have my camera here, their camera over there. And once again, I'm not sharing my screen, but that's okay. I don't think I am, but anyways. So those are the softwares I use. Absolutely love it. It works well, and again, it really takes it allows me to basically record anywhere on my phone, regardless of like background noise and things like that, and whether it's shaky or not, and then very quickly within a few minutes, stabilize it, remove the background noise, and add captions. And then again, I'll upload it to Vimeo, and I will throw it on the funnel. And this was the last thing I had to do for the funnel, so it will be launched soon, and you'll see it updated on my profiles. Awesome. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing awesome, and I will talk to you guys later.